So hello everyone, welcome to Triaright. This is Pack 365. Myself Sujit. So in this session, we are going to learn some more string coding. Okay. So guys, this is the last session for this functional oriented programming. Okay. So the first question for this session is write a function to print the number of occurrence of a character. Okay, now suppose guys, if I'm taking a string, suppose if I try to take a string, okay, from this string I need to know how many character will be available. Okay, suppose if my requirement will be, if I'm taking a string and in that string I am taking a engineering. Okay, for your understanding purpose I will taking engineering. Now my requirement will be, I need to find how many time this e will be available. Means inside the string how many time a particular character will be occur. Okay, so here how many time the e will be available. Okay, how many time the e will be available, how many time the n will be available. Just like that I need to build a logic. So guys, just see, every time we need to find the in the form of our key value pair only. So my requirement will be, if I try to key value pair in our Python, there will be a called data type called dictionary. Okay, so here I need to create a empty dictionary. If I try to store inside a empty dictionary, I can easily find this key value pair. Okay, so now how to find the build the logic for this one, guys? Just see, if I try to check for this E will be available or not, means I need to run a for loop. Means suppose if I'm keeping E and I want to run a for loop on the entire string, I'll be finding how many time it going to find. Okay guys, now suppose if I run a for loop and I'll be finding the first E value. Okay, so here I'll be directly run a for loop on that. So for character in my string, after I'm getting the string, here I need to build a logic. If I try to compare this E will be available inside this empty dictionary or not. Means suppose if I try to checking E, if the character, whatever the character I'm getting from the user input, that will be not available in my result, or we can say that empty dictionary. Suppose if that as of now, if I'm taking the E, so inside this empty dictionary, this E will be not available. So in that time, I need to build a logic that I need to add that particular character and I need to assigning value called 1 because E will be available for 1. So here I need to pass the result equal to, so here, oh sorry, the result of character equal to 1 because we need to add the character, also assigning the value to 1. Okay, if when guys, then the second iteration it will be checking for n. So here we are using the membership operator guys, right? Means n not in result, because as of now the inside this empty dictionary only e will be there. After the second iteration n will going to check. So here it will be checking n not in e. So this condition also becoming true. So here also it will be adding. For this G also it will going to adding, because G also it will be not available inside this dictionary. Then for the I also it will be adding. When it will be come to my N, because here one more time it will be the N will become. So at that time we are going to write a else block. Okay, means that particular element will going to available. So in that case we are just incrementing the value. We don't need to add that particular value. So guys, because here we are adding the value and I will be assigning one value. But if already value will be available, so in that case we are going to add the, sorry, increment the value only. So here I am passing result of ch plus equal to 1. Means when this condition becoming false, it will be start updating the count value. Okay, after I am getting the each and every iteration will be completing. Now inside the function only I need to print. If I'm sending the result outside, then only I need to build a for loop on that to find key value pair. So guys, we know that if I want to find the key value pair in my dictionary, there will be a method called d.items. Why I am using the items only? If I try to run this item, it will be give me the key value pair. Okay guys, so here it will be give me key and value. If I try to use the dictionary dot keys, it will only give me the keys. Okay, if I try to run this variable name dot the values, it will be give me the value. But my requirement will be I need to find both key and value. That's why here I'm using these items. Okay, if I try to run this one, it will be give me the key as well as the value. So here after finding, I just want to print that particular thing. So then we need to call that function. Okay, guys. So this is the simple logic behind this coding. Okay, now we are going to implement in our VS Code. Okay. So guys, every time we need to take the user input. So here I am directly passing the input function. Okay. So here I am typing enter the enter the string. After I'm getting the string for the user, I need to run a for loop because I need to find the occurrence, guys. So here I am passing the function as occur. So occur will be taking one mandatory argument that is called my string. Okay, if I'm not passing the string, how we can find the each and every iteration, guys? Okay, that's why this is called our mandatory argument. Then the second one, the result means the default argument. So here I am passing the result equal to empty dictionary. Okay, after I am getting the empty dictionary or also the input from the user, now I need to run a for loop. So here I need to run a for loop directly on my string. Okay, so for character in string name is called s. Now after I am getting the first character from the user input, now I need to check if the character I am getting from the user, that character not in my result, means I need to check if this condition becoming satisfied, means if E will be not available in my empty dictionary. So at that time we need to add that character and we need to update the value to 1. Okay, whenever the value will be available, in that case, we are going to write result of character or empty dictionary of character plus equal to 1. Means we are just updating the value. We are not adding any new character. Okay. After each and every iteration will be completing here because it will be taking each and everything from the user only. So first it will be taking for E, then N, just like that it will be repeating. Okay. After it will be checking for each and every iteration. Now we are going to run a for loop. So here I am passing for key and value in. Here I need to give the in built-in method. So here I need to pass the variable name. So as of now, my variable name is the result. So result dot items. Okay, so items is a built-in method inside the dictionary. So here I need to print that particular thing. So here I need to print the key, means the key is present for, okay, present for how many times. So here we need to pass the value times. Okay. Now I just want to call this function because we are not printing the function. If I try to print this one, it will be give you none as my output. Now if I try to run this one, so it will be first taking the user input. So now I just want to pass the user input. After user input, how it will going to happen, we are going to see now. So guys, just see, it will be checking for E will be available for 3 times, N will be available for 3 times. How it going to check? Because we are going to see the each and every iteration, how the iteration will going to happen. So guys, just see, after I am taking the engineering from my user input, first character will be E. So here it will be checking E not in empty dictionary. So this condition becoming true because here we are using not in. If you are using in, then it will be giving me false. So when this condition becoming true, so in that case we are just in adding the value and we are assigning 1. Okay, then N will become, so N also value will be 1. Then the G will become, so G value also becoming 1. Then the next will be I will also come. As of now, it will be printing for 1 time. After when this N will become, so now this condition becoming true. Sorry, this condition becoming false. So it will be directly come to my else block. So inside this else block, I just increment the value. So here the result means the variable name of the character, means the result means the variable name result of character E means already 1 will be there. So here I am passing updating to 1. So now the E value will be becoming 2. So just like that, each and every iteration it will be checking here. After every iteration or every character will be completing from the user input string, now it will be directly run a for loop, or I need to find the items because I need to find both key and value. Okay, now if I'm changing the user input, it need to give me the same output, means based on the user input. So here if I'm passing Triaright, so now it will be comparing how many times this T will be available. So guys, just see here, T will be available for 2 times. Then for this R, so R is also available for 2 times, means we are going to build the logic that if I'm changing the user input also, still it needs to give the correct output. Okay guys, so this is the small logic behind this to print, find the occurrence of our every character inside a function or inside a string. Now, the second question for this session will be, so guys, in an interview called Day Spring Technology, okay, in the company, they will ask this question in your first round, okay? Means if they provide this string, okay, means 3 times A, 2 times B, 4 times C, 2 times B, 2 times D, just like that. If you are incrementing also, you need to print 3A, 2B, 4C, 2D. Here, if I'm passing E also, here you need to pass 1A. So how to build this logic? We are going to implement the same logic here. Okay, so come to my pen. So here I need to increase. So yeah. So guys, just see here if I'm trying to paste this one. So as of now, here guys, before this question, we are just incrementing the value. But here, guys, just suppose here if you think we are going to use the character also, means we are incrementing the value as well as we need the character. So how to find, we are going to see now. So before thing, we are going to find the key value. But in this case, we don't need to find the key value. So how to build this logic here? Now we are going to see. Guys, just see. Here we don't need the dictionary, okay, because we don't need to print key and value. So here we are directly taking a empty string. Why? Because I need to compare that particular thing. If both value will be same or not. That's why here I am passing a empty string. After I am getting this empty string, okay, now I need to run a for loop because we need to check each and every character how many times, means if you see the repeated time means 3A, means 3 times A will be available. So here I need to check for each and every iteration how many times the A will be available, how many times the B will be available. Okay, so here guys, if I try to run a for loop on that, guys, if I try to give the directly on my string, then it will be creating error. Why I'm guys tell you. Suppose guys, you forget about this E here. Okay, if I E also there, no problem. Okay, suppose the E also will be there. Guys, whenever I am taking this value, okay, means if I'm trying to taking this value E last element, after that no value will be there, means we know that after this E no character will be available. Suppose if I try to give that particular iteration, so it will be occupy the memory, guys, right? So we need to decrease that. So here we are using the range function because here we are using the index value. Based on that index value, we are going to start implementing the build the logic. So guys, after I am tried to for loop, so here I am passing for IND because we are using the index value, we are using this range. So here we need to up to my string. If I'm passing up to string, it will be charged for this till E. But I don't want for till E. So here I need to give -1. After I am finding this -1, okay, means till this D only I will find because I will be give up to -1. After I'm getting, now I need to build the logic for this one. So here my logic will be, I need to compare that current value or current character and the upcoming character both are same or not. So here I will be writing the logic. If the string of index because we are using the index value. So at that time, as of now, my IND value will be becoming 0. So the string of 0 double equal to string of IND plus 1. So 0 plus 1, it will be becoming 1. So 0, so S of 0, it will be becoming A, and S of 1, it will be becoming A. So when both condition are becoming same, means both the value means A is also same and the next character is also both are same. So in that case, we are going to create a variable called count, and I need to increment the value up to 1 because both are same. Here if you see, the A will be same. Okay. After this A will be same, here again I need to run that. So for this A one more time, it will check. For this iteration 2, it will be checking. When it checking for this A and this B, means this condition becoming false. Okay, so at that time here I need to add that value because we need to find this 3A, 2B, 4C, just like that, guys. So here we are using this result because we need to send the controller outside the function also. So here I am keeping the empty string. So here I am passing result equal to result plus count. Why I am passing this count? Because I am updating that value. Suppose here whenever I am checking for fourth iteration, means for this A double equal to B, means this condition becoming false. So as of now, my result value only empty only. Okay, so empty plus count means till now the value will be becoming 3 because I need to specify the count value from the 1 only. If I'm specifying till the 0, it will be decrement 1 value. So here empty string plus count 3. So guys, just see, the empty string means the res value will be taking result data type, means the string data type. So in our Python, we cannot add a string, or we can say that we cannot addition a string into an integer. So in that case, we are going to use the typecast. So here we are using the string typecasting. After I am getting the string typecasting means empty string plus the 3 value. Now I need to add this value, guys, right? So at that time, what is my index value? How to find? By the help of our index position, means based on this index position, I need to use that value. So here I am easily found. If I try to run this one, so here it will be give me empty. So I'll change the color. So here it will be give me empty string plus my count value becoming 3 plus my, as of now, my index value will be becoming 2. So in the place of our 2A will be there. So it will be give me string of 3A. Means as of now, when I am running for 3 iteration, it will be give me 3A. Then I need to find for this 2B. Okay, just like that, again the loop will be start implementing and it will be start giving me. So guys, after it will be going to give me the output. Now, after each and everything will be completing, I need to add to a single line, guys, right? After each iteration. So here, after I am finding the value, I need to give whenever this value will be getting satisfied, I need to decrement the count value because here the count value again I need to initialize to 1 because here if I'm not initialize means whenever this condition becoming false I need to decrement the value because if I am not initialize again the count value to 1 it will be start counting for 4. Okay, if you are skipping also in our iteration we are going to understand while we are doing the code in our VS Code. Okay, here I am assigning the count value again 1. Okay, after the each and every iteration will be completing, we need to send the outside the function, means the controller. So here also we are using result equal to result plus str of count. Okay, so here we need to add the last value. So here I am passing index. So guys, suppose if I am passing the index, I will be never find the last value, means the A will be never come because we are till this -1 we are using. So to find the last value here we are using +1. Okay. After that we are return that particular value. Okay, so every time we need to start the count value to 1. If I'm not giving, what is the demerit of also that we are going to see in our VS Code. So guys, every time we are going to take the user input. So here I'm copy that particular things. Okay. So now I just want to create a function for that. So here I am creating a function called my output. So here it will be taking one mandatory argument that is called my user input string. Then one more is be result, or we can say that res of empty string. Then the next value will be count equal to 1. If you are giving the 0, what is the demerit I will tell you. If you are passing for 0, so means when a both condition are becoming satisfied here, a double equal to a means here I need to update to 2. But if you are giving the count value 0, so 0 plus 1, it will be becoming 1 only. But here I need to increment to 2. That's why here I'm passing count equal to 1. Okay, guys. So after I'm getting the 1, here I need to run a for loop on my string because I need to find the each and every index. So here I'm giving the variable name called ind. So for ind in range, here I'm passing len of string because as of now the string only containing 5 to 6, but in the there might be chance user can change the input. Based on that we are going to implement. So here we are using len of s. Okay, after finding the each and every character, now we are going to compare. So s of ind double equal to s of ind plus 1. If both conditions are becoming satisfied, so here we are incrementing the value count value to 1. When this condition becoming false, so in that case we are just adding the result. It means in the empty string. So here I'm passing result equal to result plus str of count. Okay, because we need that particular character also. So here we are using s of ind. After each and every iteration will be completing, I need to send the controller outside the function. So result equal to result plus str of count. Okay, plus here I am passing s of ind plus 1. So here ind plus 1. Okay, guys, suppose if I'm not updating this count, what is my result we are going to see, then only we can find the other way. Okay, means guys, as of now your code will be 99% correct, but 100% not correct. Why? I will tell you. So now I need to call that function. So here I am passing this string. So I need to copy this value. Okay, so guys, just see, if I try to run this one, it will be give me a wrong output. Means based on this, it will not printing. Guys, just see, it will be give me 8D80. Why it will be printing like that? I'll tell you. Now if I'm passing count equal to 1. Okay, so here I am passing count equal to 1. Now if I try to run this one, the same one, so it will be give me the correct one. Okay, so here here we need to use that particular plus sign. Okay, so now if I try to run this one, so guys, just see here. As of now, it will give me 3 time A, 2 time B, 4 times C. Now, if I'm not passing this count, it will be give me a wrong output. Okay. Before that, here I'm mistakenly I'm giving equal to, but it will be a addition operator. Guys, just see, if I'm not updating this count value, it will be give me 3A. Then it will be start implementing 4B, 7C, 8D, 80. Why? Because after I'm adding the output in my result, I need to restart this count value. That's why here I need to reinitialize the count value. Okay, guys. So this is the each and every iteration that are available for this code. Okay, guys. So that's all for this session. So guys, if you have any doubt, you can directly contact to Triaright. So thanks for watching Triaright.